Being in lockdown surely has taken a hit on everyone, but wait no more. With the new year comes a long list of new movies to look forward to. The cinema will have a lot of phenomenal action movies to welcome, loads of debuts and remakes, so without further ado, let's get to the list of what movies to get excited about in 2021. The June 25th release date caused a lot of dispute. It was not judged lightly by the critics and got really bad reviews, but was very well loved by the general audience. Tom Hardy's performance really earned the movie whatever love it received. Plus, Woody Harrelson as the villain promises the massacre the name suggests. With Andy Serkis in the director's seat, you can guarantee phenomenal effects will be in the movie, as he was behind Lord of the Rings. December 17th. Marvel's pretty packed for the whole of 2021. It would not be surprising if this movie gets pushed to 2022. It stars not only Tom Holland, but Doctor Strange himself. Alfred Molina is expected to return as Dr. Octopus, and Jamie Foxx as Electro. When you think about it, it is pretty shocking to realize how many villains have postgraduate degrees in superhero movies. Additionally, rumored appearances of Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield point toward a live-action verse. Release date July 2nd. The first movie gave the audience a kick of adrenaline with its great flying scenes and playful characters. The audience had no hope for a sequel, but I guess the movie was too great to not have any other future projects. It took 3 decades, but finally, here we are. Tom Cruise will be making his return as the ravishing pilot who trains a batch of new recruits. He will certainly add a more mature touch to his role now, while still maintaining the "I am the boss" attitude. This movie has high hopes of reviving the franchise, with it being more of a major supernatural movie rather than a comedic escape. The storyline features 2 kids who move into a quiet town, and upon their arrival, crazy supernatural things start happening. They get in their van and start shooting proton lasers. Apart from the great plot, Finn Wolfhard, Paul Rudd, and generally an all-around all-star cast will definitely push the movie in the right direction and promise some great reviews. With the first Matrix movie, a huge fandom was born. It truly took the action genre to a whole other level. Martial arts paired with Keanu Reeves. Who doesn't want to see that? It's hard to say anything about the plot for now, but we're sure we'll be packed with Matrix action-y goodness. What we do know is that we'll star our beloved cast from the original movies: Keanu Reeves, Carrie-Anne Moss, Jada Pinkett Smith, and with the addition of new members to the family, such as Jessica Hennick and Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, let's hope they bring more to the movie. The Matrix was always ahead of its time and direction, and this time and age with all the new equipment that we have now, I am thrilled to see what more they could give us. Release date November 19th. Packed with mind-blowing action sequences, this movie is not going to be any different from its predecessors. In fact, Mission Impossible Fallout alone featured a high-altitude jump, a helicopter chase, and a fight scene at the edge of a cliff. A behind-the-scenes footage shows it will have a motorcycle going off a ramp in the middle of mountains with no hope of surviving. Watch the movie to find out more. Fantastic actors like Hayley Atwell and Shea Wiggum will assume new roles. The story will be a 2-part story, so a lot will take place in between the action for those who love a good spy thriller just as much as action, giving the movie an even wider fanbase. April 2nd release date. Lashana Lynch will be the first black woman to get the codename 007. Alongside Ana de Armas as Paloma, the strong woman will bring the movie a new level of badass. This movie will also feature not 1, but 2 Oscar winners as villains: Christoph Waltz as Blofeld and Rami Malek. According to trailers, hearts will definitely skip beats when Daniel Craig as James Bond jumps off bridges and avoids cars almost being the end of him. Release date May 7th. This movie will be the first feature film to be released in Marvel's 4th phase, 2021 to 2023. Get ready for what fans have been waiting for almost a decade: Natasha Romanoff, aka Black Widow's first solo feature in a movie. Scarlett Johansson is not the only reason to get excited about this movie though, since it has an all-star cast, including Florence Pugh, David Harbour, and Rachel Weisz. In between Captain America Civil War, but before Infinity War, Black Widow is surely in a weave of mess. Releasing on August 6th. Bringing even more crazy villains to you than ever before. The cast includes Idris Elba as Bloodsport and Harley Quinn played by Margot Robbie, alongside John Cena as Peacemaker and Peter Capaldi as The Thinker, and many more. The director is well known for working with a big cast in Guardians of the Galaxy, combining humor, drama, and action, and everyone hopes the same for this movie. This might as well give the Snyder's Cut a big competition. Paul Atreides pioneers nomadic tribes in a clash to control the desert planet Arrakis. This is a remake of a 1984 movie based on a novel by Frank Herbert, starring Zendaya, Timothée Chalamet, Oscar Isaac, Jason Momoa, and so many more talented actors. The director and the creative will only cover half the story from the book. This will make the complex story a bit easier to digest by the audience who have never read the book or seen the movie. Tiny hands of it. Great stories, outstanding actors, the best directors, and so much more. All of this and such a long list to look forward to. 2021 might finally break the curse of 2020.